have a question on writing and directing for all of you. What do you find the most challenging for directing and writing scripts? And what do you find the most rewarding on directing the series and writing the scripts?
Well, the hardest part is the limitations of the animation, really. I mean, we've got to write to flaps, and we've got to direct to make sure that it syncs. And I know some actors find that very restrictive. I kind of see it as it's a really cool puzzle to try and, if you can just get this to fit in there, it's going to be really cool. But as a director, I love the intimacy of doing one actor at a time. And then I love the idea of you sort of carving out the arc of the story. It's like recording a symphony, one instrument at a time, and then hearing it all come together from your mind into finally this finished product. That's fun for me.
I'll echo that. But for me, the hardest thing for me is the writing, and mostly because it's that jigsaw puzzle. It is a big jigsaw puzzle where none of the pieces are actually fit. So you have to kind of make them fit. Also, the challenge in writing is when you're adapting these scripts, is to try to stay as close to the original intent of the Japanese and what the director and the writer meant to put there, and yet still make it accessible to an English-speaking audience. So it's really hard sometimes I spend an awful lot of time on, it needs to be this word, but that's not really right. So the Japanese really wanted it this way, and they use some sort of idiomatic phrase, and so we need to find something in English that matches, because that one makes no sense in English. So that's what I find really, it's the part of the process that I labor over the most. Directing, I love working with actors, and to actually get in there and be able to use, I hate to put it this way, but to use the actor's skill to kind of get what I want out of it, and the dance that the director and the actor do, between, I have to let them do what they do best. Otherwise, why are we hiring them? But then again, I need certain performance, so it's that back and forth, that interrelationship in the booth is really satisfying. It's a lot of fun, and when it works, it's freaking magic.
Yeah, and every actor has a key too, which is really fun. So you have to adapt your own directing style, and to each actor, it's a really fun kind of, okay, so I need to pull back here and push this and try and find that key that unlocks that actor. And
she just beats me with a hose.
There's a whole closet of instruments in my studio. No.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's tough too, especially if it's an actor you haven't worked with before, because you sort of have to suss it out on the fly while you're working with them. Like, can I give them the line read? Can I not give them the line read? Like, what are they going to do? Do I rein it in? It is a dance, seeing how up in your face they're going to get, and how much you lead, how much they lead. And with the writing, I think I just like it, sort of echo what you were saying, because I'm not good at building models. I'm not very dexterous, but I feel like when I'm doing a script, it's almost like I'm putting a watch together.
Yeah.
There's all these stupid tiny little gears that have to fit together, and if you do it right, you get this amazing thing that tells time. If you do it wrong, you're like, I've got a handful of metal. And it can't, we can't just go to the fans and be like, well, we did the best we could with flaps that went wah, 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 and they're saying, I love you. You have to still make it sound. Now, I dig the challenge. I know that it's inherently artificial, and it's not like Prelay where you would just say it how you would say it, but I dig the fact that you make it fit and you make it sound right. It's fun. It's a little masochistic, but I like it.
It's good for OCD people who are just like, okay, one more word, just one more word. It's going to be, what is it? You wake up at 3 in the morning going, the word the, that'll make it work perfectly. I know, and you go back to the computer and you're like, it's great for obsessive people. We all are.